All right, so here we're going to talk about angles and the transversal. So what's really awesome here is when we're looking at this one, we know that the transversal is the one that's going to go through the 2 points. So when I'm talking about like angle 1 and angle 3, I make the point that it's closest to, and the line that goes through both of those points, this is my transversal. Okay, and that's really important to recognize which one is the transversal. So now there's going to be some angle relationships that are going to happen, and the first one that we're going to talk about is corresponding angles. And corresponding angles are, if we were to select those 2 points and our transversal is that red line, we're looking at ones that have the same position in reference to that those 2 points. So what I mean by that is if I look at angle 1 and I look at angle 3, those are in the same position because they're like in the top left. So angle 1 and angle 3 would be corresponding. Angle 2 and angle 4, sorry, I'll use a different shape here. So angle 2 and angle 4 are corresponding. And hopefully you're figuring it out that angle 6 and angle 8 are going to be corresponding. And then we've got angle 5 and angle 7. So basically you're just matching the position, and that's what you're looking for. So now I want to talk about a different idea. So when I erase all of this, we're going to talk about a different set of angles. So now let's look at alternate exterior, and alternate can be abbreviated ALT, angles. So these are opposite side of transversal, and they are on the outside or the exterior. What I mean by that is if I go ahead and I select angle 1, I need to go to the other outside of the other line. So I've either got 7 or 8 as options, but it needs to be on the opposite side of the transversal, so it has to be angle 8. So this is angle 1 and angle 8. If I selected 2 as my angle, remember I can only choose an exterior angle here, I would end up with angle 7. So these are alternate exterior angles, exterior being on the outside, on this side of the line, the side that is not on the interior. Now let's take a look at another angle 1. We're going to call it the alternate interior angles. So these are on the opposite side of the transversal, and they are on the inside. And so what I mean by the inside is that they're in between the 2 lines. So if I select angle 3, I need to choose between 5 or 6 because those are both on the inside. And I'm looking for the one that is on the opposite side of the transversal. So it's got to be 6, angle 3 and angle 6. The same is true as if I chose 4, I would have to choose 5 because it has to be on the opposite side. And so those are our alternate interior angles. The last angle pairs that we're going to talk about is the same side interior angles. So this is the last one. They're on the same side of the transversal, and they're on the inside. That's the 2 things it needs to be same side interior. So, like I said, I'm choosing ones from the inside. So if I chose 3, the one that ends up on the same side of the transversal is angle 5. The 4 is on the exterior, the 4 is the other interior that I can choose, and the 6 is on that same side, so it's angle 4 and angle 6. Real quick, some people I know are going to think, well, what about same side exterior? Well, though this could be a relationship, so say if I did choose like 7 and 1, that could be a relationship, but this is not one that we are going to focus on, and there are some reasons as to why that is. The ones that we're looking at have special relationships when dealing with parallel lines, and that's what we're going to kind of work up into.